I know lawyers are supposed to maintain client confidences, but after representing L. Bourgraf for 25 years, I thought I'd share a few intimate details about his life. Do you know L once picked up Natalie Wood? He also picked up Marilyn Monroe. And more recently, he picked up Anna Nicole Smith. And someday, he may also handle your body as well. That's the scope of the industry that he has created. Back in the 1950s, L. Bourgraf and Dick Ferno, working out of a garage in Greenfield, Ohio, developed a cot that revolutionized the emergency patient handling industry. Every cot that is used today throughout the world is based on their original design. Do you understand the impact that L. Bourgraf has had on the emergency medical services, or EMS industry? You first need to understand a bit of that industry's history. EMS services are actually rooted in the mortuary business. In addition to transporting corpses, funeral directors were involved in transporting the injured or sick. On the same day, a hearse could be delivering a body to a funeral home and a patient to a hospital. Back then, cots were made of steel and were very heavy and very bulky. Transferring a body or a patient was a constant problem for funeral directors, who had to lift a heavy cot with a body on it and load it into a hearse. That's where L. Bourgraf comes in. Back in 1954, after graduating from the University of Cincinnati with a business degree, L. was asked by Burt Wild, a funeral director, to market the one-man mortuary cot. L. already knew quite a bit about the mortuary business. His father was a casket supplier, and L. had also co-opted selling body lifters to funeral homes. His partner, Dick Ferno, just developed a lightweight aluminum cot that would become the industry standard. But Burt Wild wanted a one-man cot that would allow a single hearse or ambulance driver to go out, pick up a body, take it to the funeral home or hospital. They needed a cot that would be adjusted to multiple levels and could also be rolled into a hearse as the cot legs folded up. As luck would have it, one day Dick and L visited their secretary at her home as she was pulling out her ironing board. As they watched her adjust it, they realized they had the solution for the cot with the need for multiple heights. They went back to their garage and developed the Ferno Model 30. All cots used in this world today are based on that original design. They then purchased Washington Mortuary Supply Company, and the company's name was changed to Ferno Washington. Over the years, funeral directors became less involved in emergency patient transport as fire departments took over this service. The combination hearse ambulance gave way to dedicated ambulances. In the late 1960s, the EMS industry was going through rapid changes, and Ferno was guiding its future. They were building their business and providing leadership to the industry as well. L's great ideas didn't end with cots. To help emergency medical technicians pick up a patient off the ground without further injuring them, L invented the scoop stretcher. As cars got faster and wrecks became more horrendous, the injured needed to be safely extricated from crashed vehicles. L's solution? The Kendrick's extrication device, now standard on every ambulance to protect persons with spinal injuries. Because wheelchairs can't easily go up and down airplane steps and are too wide for aisles, L invented the patient chair. Since wooden backboards harbored infectious diseases such as hepatitis and HIV, L introduced the first plastic backboard. These products were followed by cervical collars, splints, and other patient restraints. L has been the lead inventor on more than 25 patents. Today, Ferno manufactures and sells over 3,500 products that are used in the EMS industry and are also used by our military. After capturing the U.S. market, L then traveled the world to educate other countries on how to safely transport and protect the sick and injured and promote the benefit of Ferno products. Ferno and its global network of distributors now sell their innovative products in more than 150 countries. L built his company on the Ferno way, his values of professionalism, integrity, and truth to benefit customers, suppliers, people, and the communities and countries that Ferno serves.
Elroy is a leader, his mentorship of others, was accomplished through humility and through perseverance. It started at an early age. As the president of Terrace Park High School, or the president of his fraternity, the Betas at UC, or as the tank commander post-World War II, or when he came back home to start a family and a company. As president and chairman of the Kidney Foundation, or as the chairman of the board of Wilmington College. As the eldest son and a bit of a rebel, through the many camps, boarding school, and colleges, we communicated via letters. They were always words of wisdom coming from my father, and when I responded to him, I always signed off with SS, standing for Smart Son. And he initiated it with a DD for Dumb Dad. We could never even agree on how to take out the trash, and today, we communicate without even speaking. We can telepathically send the message to each other, and we know what each other is thinking.
Elle mentors his employees, distributors, and others to help them reach their full potential, which has resulted in long-term and successful relationships for his Ferno team. The fact that the average employee has been at Ferno almost 20 years, one employee almost 50 years, speaks volumes of how Elle Bourgraf treats his people.
Elroy has been my friend and my mentor for more than 50 years. I've worked for him for more than 40 at Ferno. Elroy is the father of the modern day integrated patient transport system, which is now used in every ambulance in the US, Canada, and more than 150 countries throughout the world.
Elle created a company that every day watches and listens to the world around them. By understanding the world's needs, Ferno creates products that protect, care for, save, and support the value of human life and respect the dignity of the deceased. Elle Bourgraf's greatest achievement is that he founded a company that benefits all of humanity and will benefit all of us and our families.
I hadn't seen that. So I'm as shocked as, thank you. I'm honored and humbled to be chosen as the laureate. For 57 years, I endeavored to fly a low profile and avoid that little asterisk that so many of the four other laureates tonight had next to their name. But in case you didn't really elect a man, you elected a family. It was alluded to in the video. Actually, 3 families. A strong bloodline family started with my mother and father, who sacrificed to send me through college, first in the family. After 4 years after starting my business, in 4 years, I did find a beautiful little Cincinnati girl down in Findlay Market, UC, Elaine Kunkel. My lifetime partner, who raised my 3 sons, Joe, Brian, and Elby. All of them are here with me tonight. I hope they were at work today. They're all part of Ferno. It was not easy for Elaine with a dad traveling and missing a lot of soccer games and swim meets. I might also mention that in the wings we have 7 perfect grandchildren to aspire to the 3rd generation at Ferno. My second family is my Ferno family. For the first 12 years of my business, I had a partner, Dick Ferno, who you saw in the picture with me in the video. Like me, he wanted to start at the top and move up, just like most of the kids coming out of college today would like to do. The only way that happened was that we had no one under us, so we started the Ferno family. I figure we've touched the lives of over 2,000 families around the world and developed a corporate philosophy and culture at Ferno. It speaks to the average tenure of our workforce, which is 16 years. The average years of service of our retirees is 26 years. We built a corporate culture of ethical standards, basic values, and strong loyalties. Needless to say, these people are really what made the company. The third family is my professional family. Following knowledge, support, and advice to Ferno. The professionalism started at the University of Cincinnati. My UC family gave me knowledge and work experience through the co-op system. It was proved invaluable throughout my entire career. The Gehring Center culture and the university remain an important part of my strong family. The Greek system at UC, specifically Beta Theta Pi, provided me with opportunity for leadership, and I remain involved in Beta today. The ROTC program introduced me to my military family with several World War II veterans who taught me a few lasting lessons about leadership. So UC provided my baseline for ethics, values, and loyalty. In the early 60s, a young banker by the name of Sam Cassidy, I think he's here tonight, showed up when I ran out of credit at the Greenfield Bank. Sam provided a $60,000 line of credit on my signature. The First National Bank at that time, a la Star Bank, a la US Bank, some 50 years later is still our prime bank, providing ethics, value, and loyalty. Another member of the professional family I found in the early 80s at a St. X High School swim meet. The young fellow was literally still wet behind the ears, by the name of Bill Keating. He was quite talkative tonight in the video. He was just starting his career at KMK Law. The firm has kept us on the straight and narrow path through all these years, providing us with success based on ethics, value, and loyalty. Likewise, Barnes Dunning, our accounting professional, has served us well over the years, as have many of our suppliers, both service and material suppliers. They're professionals. Again, they're all measured on ethics, value, and loyalty. So tonight, my three families join me in thanking you, the Junior Achievement people, Cincinnati Museum, for the recognition we have. Thank you.